B syndrome, joint pain. Our case study, male age 28, chief complaint is joint pain. Cause of disease, wind heat. In addition to this, his fever, aversion to cold, headache, and sore throat. The patient also suffered from painful, red, swollen knee and ankle joint. The symptoms indicate invasion of wind heat. Wind and heat are young pathogenic factors, and thus the symptoms are mainly confined to the surface and upper parts of the body. The joint symptoms are changeable, as is the skin rash, which reflects the moving, changing characteristic of wind. In this case, accompanied by various signs of heat, site of disease, superficial aspect of the body, and the joints. The patient has fever, aversion to cold, a sore throat, and floating pulse. The principal evidence of involvement of superficial tissues. The knee and ankles are red, swollen, and painful with limited movements. Thus, the joints are involved in the disease. Pathological change. According to basic theory of painful obstruction, different pathogenic factors may invade the joints and cause different symptoms, depending on the factor involved. In the clinical situation, a single factor may cause painful obstruction, but more commonly, there is a combination of external pathogenic factors. The disease depends on identifying the key signs and symptoms in order to determine the main causes. This patient has a clear history of bad cold with persistent symptoms of fever, aversion to cold, headache, and a sore throat, indicating that pathogenic factors have attacked the superficial level of the body, where they have obstructed the protective chi. The surface of the body has lost the natural warmth of protective chi, and the patient has accordingly developed an intolerance to cold. The fever, however, is more severe. Ay, nawala do. The fever, however, is more severe than this mild aversion to cold, as wind heat is the dominant factor. The patient has a headache and a sore throat, indicating that the young pathogenic factor have attacked the head and the throat when they have caused obstruction. Soon after the invasion of pathogenic factor, the patient began to complain of pain and swelling in the left knee and ankle. However, by involvement of the right knee, this indicates that the wind heat has blocked the local circulation of chi and blood and affected the joints. The wind causes the pain to move around. Soon after the invasion of pathogenic factors, the patient began to complain of pain swelling in the left knee and ankle, followed quickly by involvement of the right knee. This indicates that the wind heat has blocked the local circulation of chi and blood and affected the joints. The wind caused the pain to move around, while the heat caused the joints to become hot and red. Heat becomes stronger with the passage of time. As the heat symptoms become more severe, the body fluids are consumed. This explains the tears, sweating, scanty yellow urine, and dry stools. The patient also has a rash with a circular form, which tends to become and go. This is known as arrhythmia annulare or maculopapular rash in traditional Chinese medicine, Bansen. When heat has disturbed the blood, but not at very deep level, The transient nature of the rash indicates that wind is the dominant pathogenic factor. So the tongue is red with a slightly yellow coating, and the pulse is rapid and slightly floating. This pulse signifies that the pathogenic factors are still on the surface of the body. Pattern of disease. In this case, there is combination of an exterior pattern and a channel collaterals pattern. The patient has the general presentation of exterior wind heat with headache, aversion to cold, fever, sore throat, and a floating pulse. There is also channel collateral patterns involving the joints. The pattern is one of heat, both systemic and localized. It is excessive because the wind heat has obstructed the channel and there is no weakness of the antipathogenic factor. Is the heat in this case entirely due to invasion of heat, or there is also some heat from constraint that aroused later? This patient has a clear history of aversion to cold and fever, sore throat, and floating rapid pulse. Therefore, initially, the invasion of wind heat was the sole cause of the heat pattern. At the later stage, however, the heat symptoms become more severe, indicating the development of heat from constraint. Thus, there is evidence to suggest that both causes are involved. Is there any interior patterns involved? In addition to the exterior pattern, this patient does show symptoms of internal heat, such as thirst, sweating, scanty yellow urine, dry stool, and red tongue. But the heat that is present evolved from the exterior pattern. No particular organs has yet been involved. In cases such as this, as the external heat is expelled, the internal heat will clear. Thank you for your attention.